Purpose, and today we're diving into a powerful topic: faith over fear. If you're in a season of uncertainty, facing challenges, or just needing a reminder of God's peace, you're in the right place. Before we jump in, let me remind you to check out the podcast website at oliverdanielle96.podbean.com, where you'll find each episode, extra content, and links to join the community. And I am excited to announce a special giveaway for our lunch. Be sure you're following me on social media, Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter, because I'll be choosing one lucky winner to announce on November 26th. Also, feel free to share this episode with your friends using Facebook group link. Let's spread the word and encourage one another. Let's start by talking about fear and faith and how these two impact trust in God, especially during hard times. Fear is a natural emotion, often triggered by the unknown. It makes us feel anxious and unsettled and sometimes even paralyzed. Fear feeds on uncertainty and fills our mind with what ifs, pulling us into the worst case scenarios, especially in difficult seasons. Fear can cloud our vision and make it hard to see beyond the current struggles. Faith, on the other hand, is trusting in something or someone greater than ourselves. In Hebrews 11:1, we read, "Now faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen." Faith isn't about understanding every detail of the future, but trusting God's promises, even when we don't see the outcome. While fear is a reaction to uncertainty, faith is the assurance of grace and God's presence and purpose. In life's challenging moments, we often find ourselves choosing between fear and faith. Faith keeps us from moving forward and deepening our doubts, but faith invites us to lean on God's strength. Choosing faith over fear means trusting that God is in control, even if we don't have all the answers. This trust in God is what keeps us grounded, reminding us that He will guide us through every step. Now, one practice that can really help us on this journey is journaling. There's something incredibly powerful about putting our thoughts and fears and prayers in paper. Journaling allows us to process our emotions, reflect on our growth, and see how God is working in our lives over time. When we write down our worries, we make room for God's peace to enter. Journaling also is a way to document our prayers, the verses that encourage us in the moments when we felt God's presence. Later, when we look back, we'll see how God is with us all along, guiding and strengthening us through each season. So if you're not journaling yet, I encourage you to give it a try. Set aside a few moments each day, grab a pen, and just start writing. Anything from your worries to your hopes and even what you're thankful for. You may be surprised by the peace it brings and the growth you'll see in your faith. Today, I share 3 steps that have helped me and I hope will help you to choose faith over fear, especially when life feels uncertain. The first is to remind yourself of God's promise. The first step to choosing faith over fear is remembering God's promises. The Bible repeatedly reminds us, fear not, because God knows how easily we're tempted by fear. In Isaiah 41:10, God says, "Do not fear, for I am with you. Do not be dismayed, for I am your God." Isn't that incredible? When we feel anxious or alone, we can turn to these words for strength, knowing He is with us. Secondly, surrender the unknowns to God. When life feels chaotic, it's natural to want control. But one of the most freeing things we can do is surrender our worries to God. The Bible encourages us in 1 Peter 5:7 to cast all our anxiety on Him because He cares for you. So let's lay down our fears, give them to God, trust that He's carrying the weight. We're not alone in this journey. Lastly, take faith-filled actions, even if they're small. Choosing faith over fear means moving forward, even when we're scared. whether it's stepping out of our comfort zone or taking the next right step. Each small action in faith strengthens us. Faith isn't about the absence of fear, it's about moving forward with God by our side despite fear. Thanks for joining me for the first episode. Faith over fear is an ongoing journey, but we don't have to walk it alone. Make sure you subscribe to Chosen Daughter so you don't miss any future episodes. Don't forget about the giveaway. The winner will be announced on November 26th, so stay tuned. And if this episode encouraged you, share it with someone who needs a little faith today. Remember, keep journaling, keep choosing faith, and always remember you are chosen. Embrace faith and live your purpose.
I was lost, but now I'm found. Called my name, lifted from the ground. You saw me in the shadows, pulled me into your light. Now I know I'm your child.